Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome once again back to Puckett Fieldhouse on the campus of Central Methodist University, and welcome back to the NAIA Women's National Basketball Tournament. Game 2 here at Puckett Fieldhouse will be the top seed of the quadrant and probably the top overall seed of the NAIA Women's National Tournament, the number 1 ranked team in the country, Central Methodist Eagles, to take on the Haskell University Fightin' Indians. Haskell University is out of Lawrence, Kansas, and Haskell is here after finishing as the runner-up of the Continental Conference Tournament. They lost in what ended up being a close game to Iowa Wesleyan University, and they have earned an opportunity. It may be a daunting task, but they have their opportunity coming into the NAIA tournament with this game that'll be tonight. Winner of this game will take on the Dakota Wesleyan Tigers. Dakota Wesleyan completed a victory as they pulled away with a huge second half and defeated Hope International. In the first game of the day, outscoring them 30-0 in the second half, or at least in the third quarter, and getting an 85-56 win. The winner of this game will advance on to a 7 o'clock game against Dakota Wesleyan, and then the round of 16 will await the winner of tomorrow's game. That will be at the Tyson Event Center, and the first game of the final site games, 1 o'clock start, that'll be on Monday. For the Haskell women's basketball team, they are 15-16. They are making their 4th appearance at the NAIA National Basketball Championships. And they've been a team that has really taken on all comers, 15-16 on the year. They were 6-4 in the CAC this year. They played several Heart of America Conference schools. In fact, this will actually be a rematch game of a matchup that was held in early January here. At least the Heart of America Conference will generally play, 2 sets of time periods for games. One of those is going to be generally Halloween or the first part of November that will continue through about the middle part of December, and then they'll pick it up with the first week of January with their conference play, depending on whether a Wednesday or Saturday comes first in the early part of January. They will start around that time, but generally some teams will play a game prior to play a non-conference game prior to that conference test, and that I assume is what Haskell did with, or that should say what Central Methodist did with Haskell. They played that game, though, at the Coffin Sports Complex in Lawrence, and Central Methodist was able to win it by a final score of 91-71. For the CMU Eagles, CMU has been, a team that's been in the top 10 certainly all season, and they were a team that through a good part of the year, as far as the NAIA standings were concerned, they were anywhere from about 2 to 4, but then they just continued to keep winning, and when they continued to keep winning, then it was tougher and tougher to keep them out of the number 1 spot. So number 1 is where they're at right now. The Eagles were able to win the Heart of America Athletic Conference this season and also were able to win the Heart of America Conference Basketball Tournament. They defeated Clark in the conference tournament championship game that was also played here at Puckett Fieldhouse. Clark, by the way, won earlier tonight. They defeated, well, they were able to win their first round matchup that was played at Dubuque against Indiana Northwest. They won 67-41. The Fighting Indians of Haskell, they will try to get the statement victory so far of this NAIA women's tournament. Let's take a look at the starting lineups. The starting lineups are about to be introduced, but first of all, for the 15 and 16 Haskell Fighting Indians, as they come from Lawrence, Kansas. Starters will include Jalen Tuhart. She's a 5'8 junior out of Fort Totten, North Dakota. Raquel Dombo is a 5'5 junior out of Indiana. Marilyn Goodman's a 5'8 junior from Marlin, Oklahoma. Miracle Spotted Bear is a 5'7 junior from Pine Ridge, South Dakota. And Justine Butterfield is a 5'11 junior from Winslow, Arizona. Adam Strom is the head basketball coach for Haskell, and he's in his second year. He's assisted by Yosh Wagner and Rebecca Van. Central Methodist will be starting a lineup for a 31-0 team that'll include Darina Bakarova. She is a 6'1 senior, and two Central Methodists from the University of Hawaii. She's from Belarus. Zatoria Cook will be a 5'7 sophomore from Marietta, Georgia, and also played collegiately at Georgia Tech. J.C. Kennedy is a 5'6 junior out of Fort Worth, Texas. And Nana Massonet is a 5'9 sophomore from Trenton, New Jersey. The other starter for the Central Methodist Eagles is a 6'3 sophomore from Ewing, New Jersey. Mike Davis is the head basketball coach for Central Methodist and is assisted by Camden Levitt. So those are the starting lineups. Haskell is in their road black jerseys. They have purple numbers that are highlighted in gold. And Central Methodist will be in their gray jerseys with the green numbers that also have some white highlights. So we move on to the second game of the NAIA National Tournament here at Fayette. This is the Naismith Quadrant, and the other pods include Alexandria, Louisiana, Indianapolis, where, by the way, Grandview out of the Heart of America Conference is playing, and Marion, Indiana, and Florida Memorial are also playing in the first round there. Some of the other, I guess, notable scores, one notable result, Cumberland's Kentucky in 3 overtimes wins in the first round over Midway, 117-108. Clark in Dubuque defeated Indiana Northwest 67-61. Vanguard and LSU Shreveport has 29 seconds remaining. Vanguard, I guess, of note for this game because they are in the Naismith Quadrant. They defeated or are leading LSU Shreveport by a score of 66-60. Grandview is trailing Texas A&M Texarkana in Indianapolis 52-45. Mid-American Nazarenes, another team out of the Heart of America Conference. They are leading Georgetown, Kentucky. That's with 3:55 to go in a second. That game is being played at Lucky Arena. It's 28-21. The Iowa Westland Tigers are underway against Dort. Dort, by the way, won the GPAC regular season. They're playing at Dort. It's essentially a true road game for Iowa Wesleyan. But Iowa Wesleyan, who beat Haskell, they have a 14-10. Well, Dort is leading Iowa Wesleyan 14-10 with a minute 45 to go here in the first. So Central Methodist still getting ready, and Haskell is ready with Miracle Spotted Bear. That'll be in the center circle. Mike Davis in his 21st year as the head coach of Central Methodist. Adam Strom, second year as head coach of Haskell. The tip is conceded to Leah Johnson. Central Methodist will have the ball, but Haskell will come right at him with a trap, and they'll get a steal. Jalen Two-Hearts ahead now for Dumbo. Back for Two-Hearts on the left side of the lane. Won't be able to put it down, and the Eagles are flying down floor. Kennedy will throw to the right wing, and a right wing three let fly. No good by Nana Massonet. A follow, though, put in by Zatoria Cook inside. You see the speed of Central Methodist. And Haskell will come back the other way. Haskell was able to score in every quarter, just not as many as Central Methodist. And the first time the two teams played, they were outscored by maybe 6 to 8 each time. Here's a 4-shot left wing, partially blocked, but a left baseline three is going to give Haskell the lead. Miracle Spotted Bear buries a corner three to make it a 3-2 game. J.C. Kennedy is going to make it now to Massonet. Leah Johnson got the ball in a low block, but won't be able to get the shot down. Two-Hearts has the rebound. Haskell will push it forward. Madeline Goodman gets the ball to the left baseline, and Raquel Dombo. And Haskell will turn it over. Haskell was able to bury a corner three. Central Methodist is going to have it. It looks like Raquel Dombo will be taking Kennedy in the backcourt. The Fighting Indians are going to be in a man-to-man. It looks like they are going to try to run a half-court trap or trap when they can out of the man-to-man, even in the front court. Kennedy a little bit deeper now to the right wing. Bakarova got a baseline drive. He'll go in and got it down, and a blocking foul on top of that. They claim that Miracle Spotted Bear was outside of the cone, or she was trying to pick up the charge, didn't get it. Bakarova is going to be at the free throw line. 4-3, CMU with the lead, and we'll have a fairly full change out now for Haskell. Haskell will go with a new 5 that'll be coming in. Joaquin Irving will be into the game. Makia Shepard also will come into the contest. Grace Tahawa will be into the game. Bakarova will shoot. The free throw for Bakarova spins out, no good. Irving has the rebound for the Fighting Indians. Mapia Irving is also into the game. She's in the deep right corner. They give a three-point look. A long three by Irving off the mark. Rebounded by Kennedy. Leah Johnson with a touch pass to Zatoria Cook. Left side of the lane, jump pass inside Bakarova. Takes the feed from Massonet and missed. Then Leah Johnson ties up on Mapia Irving inside. Possession's going to belong to Haskell. Fighting Indians have it. 4 threes are score. 8:16 is remaining here in the first period. To three-quarter court comes Mapia Shepard. Shepard followed by Bakarova. Won't be able to get a high screen. In fact, got stripped of the ball. That's a 2-on-none the other way. And a goal by Nana Massonet. It's now 7:55 remaining in the first. Right of the circle three. Taken by Mapia Irving off the mark. Pretty good look. Rebounded by CMU. Zatoria Cook will leave it ahead for J.C. Kennedy. Kennedy eventually stopped by Dominic Brown in a traveling violation called against Haskell. Grace Tahawa was on the other side. Haskell trying to get settled. CMU with a 6-3 advantage, or I should say a traveling violation called against CMU, so Haskell will have it. Bakarova will go ahead and defend Mapia Shepard. Shepard will take it against Bakarova. And she'll make a dribble to the left sideline. Grace Tahawa will take it to the front of the free throw line. Leaves it now to Irving. Irving will find Mapia Irving getting to the center of the lane. Lost the ball. Leah Johnson will find Bakarova to the right sideline. Spins away from the double team. Finds Johnson. Reverses now to Massonet. Massonet to the high left side of the floor. Comes to the top of the key. Massanet to the left elbow. Her pass got tipped. Loose ball grabbed out of there by Kennedy. Slides her way to the goal. Hit the bottom of the rim, though. Wakian Irving the other way. A left wing three let fly in front of the iron. Grazed from Mapia Irving. Here comes CMU the other way. Bakarova will take the pass from Massanet. Double team of the sideline. Bakarova. And they're going to call a foul. The double team got made by Mapia Irving along with Dominic Brown. 6:50 remaining in the first quarter. 6 threes are scored. Another change out of 5 for the Fighting Indians. So far, they've not had to substitute to fouls at all, but they've used 2 5-for-5 substitutions. Massanet will throw to the front of the key. Leah Johnson to the deep left corner. A 3 by Kennedy. Won't go. Johnson kept it alive, but picked up by Haskell. Jalen Two Hearts will throw to Marilyn Goodman. Back for Two Hearts. A catch and shoot 3. Well short. Kennedy with the rebound. They try to release Zatoria Cook. This will be Kennedy. Takes it in all the way to the low block and laid it in. Boy, she was given a drive off the right of the lane. Dombo kind of gave her the lane. She took it. It's 8-3. Miracle Spotted Bears got the lone field goal. Front of the key 3. Marilyn Goodman. That one won't go. Rebound is going to be collected by Butterfield momentarily, but then she and Massanet end up on the deck, and they give possession to Central Methodist. Central Methodist will have it. The Eagles 31-0 on the season. They didn't have a lot of close games this year. They did have a close road game at one time, and their game with, well, they had a close road game with Baker that they were able to win by 5. Haskell will get a new 5 here to the game of the next chance. Kennedy will now finds Johnson to the deep right corner through Bakarova. Zatoria Cook, bounce pass intended for Johnson. Got denied by Butterfield, but Butterfield is going to be called for a foul. Wakia Irving and Mapia Irving will both be back into the game. And Dominic Brown will be into the game. Shepard is also in. Makia Shepard is going to be defending, it looks like, Leah Johnson. CMU's inbounds pass comes to Leah Johnson at the deep right corner. She'll give it back to Kennedy. Leah Johnson fighting her way to the low block. Double team finds a cutting Bakarova, and Bakarova is able to finish at the rim. Bakarova makes it now 10-3. It's a 7-point advantage for CMU. Haskell will find Makia Shepard. Straight point. This is Mapia Irving. And a drive taken to the goal by Tahawa, and she gets it blocked. Here comes CMU the other way, but Kennedy was stripped from the side, at least by Shepard, to go ahead and knock it out of bounds and keep Haskell from having to defend a transition, likely coming to the basket. 5:11 to go here in the first period. It's 10-3. Zatoria Cook on the left wing. Cook gets a screen from Johnson, turns a corner, center of the lane, then lost the basketball. That got knocked, I think, off a foot of a Fighting Indian. CMU with the ball, baseline to the left. And the inbounder is going to be J.C. Kennedy. They put 4 along the inline. Massanet pops out, shoots a 10-footer, left side of the lane, and got it. Massanet was able to get down a bucket, and it's now 12-3 under 5 remaining in the first period. Left wing 3 launched by Tahawa. That one is off the mark, and Bakarova takes the rebound. Bakarova with a wraparound pass that'll find Massanet. Massanet will throw over the top, and it's intercepted. Bounce pass, low block. This is Shepard, tries to shoot over Massanet. It's an easy block. Zatoria Cook finds Bakarova. Left wing 3 let fly. Won't go. Rebound. Tahawa knocked it out of bounds off of CMU. Haskell's going to get a new 5 back into the ball game, and CMU is going to get Robin Beck into the game for the first time. Leah Johnson sits down. 4:27 to go in the first. Eagles, I guess the Eagles are going to have the ball. That was last touch by Haskell. Bakarova is going to be the inbounder. Beck is ahead of Massanet. With the front out of the stack, that is J.C. Kennedy. Bakarova is going to be the inbounder, and we'll play it to the right down to the center of the lane. And there's Victoria Cook. Cut to the hole to put it down. 14-3. Still 4:20 remaining in the first period. Ball pushed left. Jalen Tuhart sends it to the left wing. Miracle Spotted Bear right back for the straight point. Marilyn Goodman. Goodman followed all the while by Massanutt to the free throw line. Jalen Tuhart's a 15-footer won't go. Offensive rebound. Butterfield to the low block. Shot fake right back in front of the key. Marilyn Goodman steps left. 17-footer well off. Bakarova has it. Kennedy will take it. Right back for Drina Bakarova to the right sideline. Bakarova looks at Beck, finds her beyond a three-point arc, gives it to Bakarova, well beyond the arc again, followed by Tuhart. After a step point to wing pass stolen, this is a one-on-one. Tuhart on Bakarova, floater in the lane, a 10-footer off the mark. Rebound Massanet, her baseball pass actually nearly got stripped. They knock it out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Massanet. And the Eagles will get Leah Carter into the game for the first time. Massanutt will go out of the lineup. 3:35 remaining in the first period. It's 14-3. CMU with the lead. Jalen Tuhart has it at the front of the key. Marilyn Goodman takes it left and holds and throws to Miracle Spotted Bear. She hit the three earlier, takes a baseline drive to get free of Kennedy, but was well long on the 10-footer. The foul coming against Victoria Cook, who was a help defender trying to get in position to try to take a charge for CMU. An opportunity at the free throw line coming up for Haskell. They will get Miracle Spotted Bear to the line with the Eagles leading 14-3. It's been a 12-0 run so far for CMU, and that run can't be broken yet with Miracle Spotted Bear missing the front end. Second one on the way, good. So the 12-0 run is at least ended for now. And a left wing three is no good from Satoria Cook. Ball's out of bounds. Last touch by CMU. And Haskell will get another change out of 5 back in. Wakia Irving and Makia Shepard will be into the game. Pia Irving is in. Grace Tahawa is into the lineup. We've got a timeout. Timeout or score is 14-4. CMU with the lead over Haskell. Let's take a look at some of the numbers that we have right now. The CMU women are 7 of 14 from the field, and Haskell 1 of 15, 1 of 9 from 3. CMU has turned it over 6 times. They're out rebounding Haskell 15-4. Miracle Spotted Bear has the 4 points for Haskell. And Darina Bakarova, Zatoria Cook, and Nana Massanutt have the 4 points, or each have 4 for CMU, 2 from J.C. Kennedy. Deep left corner, a 3 gets launched by Mapia Irving off the mark. Irving got it back, a bounce pass to the low block, sent to Dominic Brown. Won't be able to score inside. CMU with a rebound. They're running again. J.C. Kennedy sprinting and spinning at the free throw line. Bakarova, or a 3 by Bakarova, backing up the play. Well short, no good. Out of bounds and will be controlled by Haskell, and CMU is going to apply some backcourt pressure. At the Fighting Indians, the point of that pressure will be Talia Carter. Played into Joaquin Irving. Irving is taken by Zatoria Cook. Now it will be an entry post pass intended for Grace Tahawa. That gets thrown, deflected out of bounds. Tahawa to play it in. She's got Talia Carter defending her. Mob pass played all the way to the mid-court line and picked up there by Mapia Irving. Irving takes it right to the lane. Keeps the dribble alive, fans out right wing, can't get the entry pass through Beck. It's still control of the Fighting Indians when it's pulled down by Dominic Brown. Brown to the right wing, a three gets launched by Tahawa. That missed short. She had to throw it up to beat a shot clock violation, and after a rebound of fouls coming against Haskell. Haskell's going to get a new 5 into the game of the next chance. So Irving will get the foul. Haskell will get a new 5 changed out. 2:16 remaining in the first period. 14-4 is their score. The Eagles had the lead over the Fighting Indians, and the Fighting Indians are in a 2-3 zone. Robin Beck will find J.C. Kennedy, and Kennedy will be hedged toward her left hand by Jalen Two Hearts. Beck will fake a cross-court pass. Top of the arc to Toria Cook. Sends it right for Kennedy. Drives the lane. Tries to finish with the left hand and did. Good take by Kennedy inside. It's 16-4. CMU still leads by 12 and under 2 remaining. Ahead of the key 3. Well short. Taken by Miracle Spotted Bear. It's on the floor. Tie up between Jaden Ferris. No. Ferris is tied up, and it'll be Haskell has possession. Miracle Spotted Bear, baseline to the right. Plays it into Marilyn Goodman. Goodman leads it to the front of the key, and Jalen Two Hearts. Two Hearts got the ball to the center of the lane, and to the left hand goes Butterfield. Won't be able to finish with that left hand. And Beck trying to scramble for the ball. Pakarova gets to it. Is able to roll the ball to Kennedy. She's got Carter ahead of her. They can't find her with a pass. Kennedy slides her way down to the left block with the right hand. Is able to put it in. Also showed the basketball to the defender, and she put it in. It's 18-4. Left wing 3. Let fly by Two Hearts. No good. Bakarova with a rebound. Bakarova is going to whip it cross court for J.C. Kennedy. Kennedy will find Beck and I left center of the floor. Beck finds Kennedy again. She's going to be shaded to her right hand by Marilyn Goodman. Kennedy will find Zatoria Cook. Cook will can't turn the corner. Looks, her pass got tipped. Recovered though by Beck at 8 on the clock. Right wing Kennedy, ball fakes, takes a drive to the lane, then threw it wide, trying to get the kick out for Cook. And an offensive, no, they're just going to call a turnover. Another 5 coming in now for Haskell. And Haskell get Waukegan Irving in to play it in. Grace Tahawa is also in the backcourt and has Talia Carter defending her. Tahawa into the Fighting Indian end. Gives her to the right wing, and Mapia Irving finds in the center of the lane. Dominic Brown missed a 10-footer, but a rebound follow put in. Dominic Brown's able to get the follow. It's 18-6. 25 seconds remaining in the first period. Robin Beck with a slow dribble. Hands off now to Kennedy. Kennedy has Grace Tahawa who's defending her. Kennedy slides over with a shot clock off all the way to the high left side of the floor. Has a chance at a screen from Beck if she wants it. Beck put it on the deck, lost the ball. 4 seconds left. It is taken away by Haskell, and they're able to get a driving layup down with the left hand and get a field goal down to end the first period. So the Fighting Indians, Star Hermini Horses, was able to get her bucket down, and that's the last one here of the first period. 18-8 her score. CMU off to a 10-point lead at the end of the first period. You're watching the first round of the NAIA National Women's Basketball Tournament here from Puckett Fieldhouse in Fayette. Some of the first quarter numbers. Nine of 17 from the field for CMU. They've turned it over 9 times. They're 0 for 5 from 3, but Haskell is 3 of 24, 1 of 13 from 3, getting, well, not really looking a lot inside, but they have settled for some perimeter shots. They have used a full roster so far through the first period. J.C. Kennedy, Zatoria Cook, Natalia Spiegel into the game, and they also get Massanutt and Leah Johnson back in. J.C. Kennedy will have it on the deck, moving right against Marilyn Goodman. Finds Zatoria Cook, finds Johnson low block, gets quadruple team, but is able to find the pass that dribbles over to Zatoria Cook, and Zatoria Cook scores the field goal, 20-8. CMU with the lead. We played 30 seconds. The second period, left wing three, in and out in the cylinder. No good, taken by Star Many Horses. She was able to beat the buzzer with a field goal to end the period. Here's Leah Johnson getting the ball at a low block, runs down and gets a field goal against Justine Butterfield. 2 inside for CMU. Jalen Tuhart to the left baseline. Stopped by the double team, got the kick out to Butterfield. Now a left wing three let fly, that's down. Left wing three put it by Raquel Dombo. And it's now 22-11. Massanutt to the left baseline. Mid-range shot put down. Nana Massanutt makes it 24-11. Jalen Tuhart for the Fighting Indians missed a three. J.C. Kennedy got stalled on her dribble and is going to be called for a carrying violation that gives it back to Haskell. Haskell's going to get another 5 changed out as they get Dominic Brown into the game. They'll get Makia Shepard. And they'll also have Mapia Irving. And in a half court to work with. Wakia Irving will find Mapia Irving in a long left wing three. No good, missed long, but off the floor. Gets taken by Mapia Irving. Head of the key three launched by Grace Tahawa. And Tahawa gets a 3-point shot down. 24-14, the lead is 10. Pressure by Haskell. Boy, they overload the backside. Bakarova gets the other end, drives to the goal, lays it in. Haskell did have some help over there. Dominic Brown was on the back end. Bakarova negotiated her. Bounce pass, thrown away. Leah Johnson gets the interception. Massanutt will come the other way. Missed the layup, but J.C. Kennedy missed the tip. Massanutt got it back. Another shot. That one won't go, and eventually the board taken by Makia Shepard. Shepard will find Wakia Irving. Drives the lane, stalled by Johnson, fouled by Leah Johnson. And Haskell has absorbed that first quarter run. And they, at least for the last few minutes, have been playing with CMU basket for basket, still down by 12 at this time. Wakia Irving hits the free throw to make it 26-15. Haskell is also not necessarily backing down from the pace that's being played by CMU. Next one's up and no good, well short for Wakia Irving. Haskell, again, overloading that pressure in the backcourt. They're putting 3 within the first quarter of the floor, and then they're putting their 4th even into the first third of the floor, and an inbounds violation is going to be called on CMU. Talia Spiegel called for the inbounds violation. She moved off the spot. Haskell will have it. Wakia Irving will put it in play. Looks in the lane first, drops the ball to the Mapia Irving. She had the ball stripped. Picked out of there by Spiegel. Spiegel will find Zatoria Cook. An entry post pass for Johnson. Got denied and stolen by Justine Butterfield. A kick out pass. Mapia Irving, a left wing three. Rolled out. Rebound Leah Johnson. Finds Massanutt the other way. 1-on-1. Goes all the way to the low block. Lays it in. Got fouled. Dominic Brown was the line of defense, and will be called for a personal. That'll be her second personal foul. The first Fighting Indian to pick up 2 fouls. We're at 7:22 remaining in the second period, and CMU has a 8-15 lead. Two Hearts, Marilyn Goodman, both in the game. Raquel Dombo, and along with Miracle Spotted Bear and Justine Butterfield. That was the original starting five for the game. Free throw for Massanet, up and good. Nana Massanet makes it 29-15. 7:17 remaining in the first half. Dombo with an angle dribble right. Now a left wing shot taken. Front of the iron, no good. Taken by Marilyn Goodwin. She got scraped and fouled and almost got a chance at a three-point play. Talia Carter is going to be back in for CMU and will be replacing Spiegel in a lineup. The line will go Marilyn Goodman, 5'8" junior guard out of Marlin, Oklahoma. Free throw is good for Marilyn Goodman. 29-16 is our score, with 7:09 remaining in the second. Another free throws up and in, both down. It's Diamond and one, full floor pressure, and this time Haskell was able to get the double team in the corner for Zatoria Cook, but they also fouled. So that will give possession back. Well, that will keep possession with CMU, and CMU will get out of the double team. Carter's pass intercepted. Justine Butterfield's right underneath the basket and put it in. Haskell gets a quick two off the inbounds. It's 29-19 again. Carter will throw to Leah Johnson. Return now to Carter. Carter to the midcourt line. Zatoria Cook. Cook to the left wing and Nana Massanet. Massanet will fan out. Crosses over on the dribble. Hard take to the goal and won't be able to get the finish inside. Rebounded by Marilyn Goodman. Goodman with a sprint dribble. Now Jalen Two Hearts. It's reversed now to Butterfield on Cook. She'll take her down to the right baseline. Pops out and away from the basket. An entry pass never got inside of Leah Cook. Stolen off a deflection by Massanet. And Massanet will be stalled by Goodman. Spun by her with a left-handed dribble. Got down to the left block, but won't be able to score inside. Loose ball knocked out of bounds. It'll belong to Haskell. Haskell is still within 10. Another change out now for Haskell. Rachel Beck will also be into the game. Or Robin Beck will come into the ball game for CMU. Haskell has a chance to knock it down to a single-digit game. They haven't necessarily been threatening at the lead for CMU, but they're still within arm's range. Top of the key, Mapia Irving. Irving's going to find Star Hermini Horses, and Haskell's going to have it. A kick-out pass to the left wing three by Wakian Irving off the mark. Bakarova trapped in the corner trying to get the outlet. Got bumped and fouled. Bumped by one of the two. And I assume they're going to call that foul against Dominic Brown. That will also be your third. So I don't know if Haskell will keep with the 5 for 5, but they're going to have to make Dominic Brown's foul situation considered here. Justine Butterfield, in fact, is going to pop off the bench, and she'll come into the game. So Butterfield will be in as Dominic Brown gets her third personal. 5:52 remaining in the first half. Bakarova, right sideline to J.C. Kennedy at the front of the key. Puts the ball on the deck, two run out at her. She got the pass made to Massanet, bumped off her spot, finds Bakarova left wing. Bakarova stepping right, kind of forced the shot, won't go down. Mapia Irving with a rebound. Haskell's going to push it. Here's Grace Tahawa to the low block, kicked out now to the deep right corner. And Wakia Irving. Wakia Irving's going to get the pass right back to her. Kick back out for the front of the key. A three by Mapia Irving. Glanced off the iron. That's a pretty good look. Missed it, though. J.C. Kennedy with the rebound. Will push it ahead for Massanet to the right sideline. Nana Massanet to the high right side of the floor. Will find Zatoria Cook, who'll reverse it left for J.C. Kennedy. Kennedy is one-on-one for now against Grace Tahawa. Slides in the lane, a kick out. Give it up to Zatoria Cook. Bakarova ahead of the key three. Good. Marina Bakarova gets a three-point shot down, 32-19. We're past the halfway point here of the second period. CMU with the lead, the number 1 team in the final poll in NAIA women's basketball. Butterfield on the perimeter, or I should say Tahawa on the perimeter, slides in the lane after missing a shot. She is going to be fouled by Darina Bakarova. And Haskell will get a new 5. Changed out into the lineup. And Makia Shepard will play it in. Shepard will throw to Goodman. Goodman will find, again, Shepard to the right side of the circle. Miracle spotted pair back for the front of the key. A 3 got blocked from Shepard. Massanette's going to grab the rebound. Massanette, baseball pass. Bakarova at the end. Underneath the goal, missed. Kennedy got it back, and it's going to be called for a foul, trying to get the rebound. Makia Shepard is who. She was trying to defend against. 32-29 or 32-19 is her score. Haskell with the ball. Makia Shepard gets trapped on the right sideline, but was able to throw out of the double team. Finds Jalen Two Hearts, left wing 3, let fly by Miracle spotted pair, and it's no good. Foul called on Haskell. That's actually, considering the physicality, that's only the 8th foul, or that's only the 8th foul that's been called, period. Neither team is into opponents yet. We're better than halfway done with the second period. Nana Massanette to the left sideline to Zatoria Cook. Return to Massanette. He'll be facing Makia Shepard as she walks it now, begins to try to the midcourt line, takes her to the right elbow. Maintains her dribble, hands off to Kennedy. Got bumped as Makia Shepard was trying to go around the hedge, or around the screen. And that'll be the 15th foul called against Haskell. And that will be the first personal against Makia Shepard. Leah Johnson back in for Bakarova now for CMU. 3:40 is remaining here in the second period, 32-19. J.C. Kennedy at the line. The free throw is no good. CMU 15 of 30 from the field. Haskell actually has more shots. Free throw in and out, no good. Leah Johnson, a rebound follow put in. Rebounding edge, though, decisively in the Eagles' favor. 31-17 now. It's 34-19 CMU. And Kennedy swats the ball to the sideline. Jaden Ferris will be in along with Justine Butterfield for CMU. Or I should say for Haskell, and Haskell had the ball. And Miracle Spotted Bear throws high post. It's Marilyn Goodman that got it there. Back for Miracle Spotted Bear. Stepping left, was able to bring Beck out to get on her. And ahead of the key. 3 got launched and hit by Jaden Ferris. Jaden Ferris knocks down, I think, her first field goal of the game, 34-22. Ferris nets it. Pass sails over the head of Zatoria Cook. It's intercepted backside by Ferris. Leaves it ahead now to the right wing. And Miracle Spotted Bear. There's another 3 left wing. Going to be 2 for 2? Sure is. Jalen Two Hearts got that one. And it's 2 threes hit to make it a 9-point game. Cross-court pass. J.C. Kennedy into the Eagle end. Slides her way to the front of the key and angles her way to the left side of the circle. Now Robin Beck has it straight point. Massanette on the island side of the floor. Johnson comes out of the high post. Can provide either a hedge or can provide a screen. Tries the right side of the lane all the way to the goal. Won't be able to get it down. Rebounded by Jalen Two Hearts. Wanted to find Butterfield. Never did find a lane. There's a left side of the circle. 3. Dropped again. 3 threes hit. Marilyn Goodman got it down. This game's a 6-point game with 2:14 remaining here in the second. Beck will reverse the ball now to Leah Johnson. Johnson will find Massanet, and CMU is going to want to run a half-court set here. Beck on the left side of the circle. Now they root down Johnson, low block on Butterfield. Goes to the right hand, left block won't be able to get it down. It's out of bounds, and Haskell's been able to put together a run that's included consecutive threes. It's 34-28, and another change out now for the Indians. The Fighting Indians with 1:54 remaining here in the second. Joaquin Irving, there's a timeout on the floor. It's been 3 threes, and boy, when they come consecutively and when they come with stops or turnovers in this case, they can add up fast. The 15-point lead has been knocked down to 6, 34-28. CMU with the lead over Haskell here at the NAIA National Tournament. CMU, 16 field goals. They are 1 of 6 from 3. They're 16 of 33 from the field. They've turned it over, though, 14 times, so that has hurt their chances about getting scores because they turned it over. And while Haskell is just 9 of 39 at 23%, they've been able to hit 6 threes, 3 all of late. And they're within 34-28 with the ball. Joaquin Irving will get a return pass from Raquel Dombo. Dombo gets it again, bumped by Kennedy at the midcourt line, keeps the dribble alive. It'll find Grace Tahawa's driving to the goal and gets fouled. So Grace Tahawa will get a chance to knock down the 6-point lead even further. And Tahawa's free throws up and good. Another one on the way for Tahawa. Won't go. Beck has the rebound. We'll find now Satoria Cook. Cook has Tahawa defending. And Shepard wanted to jump the passing lane, but didn't. Bakarova's back into the game at the front of the key. Angles left, ball swatted free by Irving and picked up by Haskell. Pass, though, almost got intercepted by Spiegel. And eventually it is thrown away by Haskell. Boy, you can see both teams want to go 90 mile an hour, and sometimes that's just been a little bit too fast. But particularly Haskell, they don't want to really back away from that. CMU they're certainly capable of running half court. They've only really wanted to about one time so far in the game. Here's Bakarova, free throw line extended right, missed it. Rebound, Beck put it in with the left hand off the left block. Well, it's been a while since CMU's been able to get a field goal, but they get one there, 36-29. Front of the arc, this is Miracle, or I should say Grace Tahawa, and she got it in. 2-point shot for Tahawa. It's 36-31. Beck rifles the ball to Bakarova. Right sideline, J.C. Kennedy. Kennedy crosses over on the dribble. Raquel Dombo is on her. Bakarova, high right side of the floor. Defended by Tahawa. Takes a driver lane, gets all the way to the left hand, forced a shot, no good. Loose ball picked up by CMU, and Satoria Cook missed it. Rebound Haskell. They have a 2-on-1 on Spiegel the other side. They'll throw cross lane, low block, and now back out with Dombo at the left baseline. She'll find Joaquin Irving at the left wing. Irving penetrates, gives it again back to the center of the lane. A drive taken by Makia Shepard. It's blocked out of bounds, but it's still going to be possession with 1.6 remaining on the second quarter clock. To Haskell, they're going to get enough time and maybe even a second pass at 1.6. They'll have to be fairly efficient, though. Jaden Ferris is going to go to one corner. The inbounder will be Jalen Two Hearts. Going to look and throw right wing. There's a dribble and a 17-footer. They did beat the buzzer with a shot from Miracle. Spotted pair, but it's no good. Well, we've still got a ball game of the 116 Naismith Quadrant. In the second game of 2 in the first round of the NAIA National Tournament, our score is 36-31. It is the CMU Eagles with the lead over Haskell here at the Puckett Fieldhouse. Let's take a look at some of the other NAIA games that are either completed or ongoing right now. Certainly one of the highlighted games out of the first round, Cumberland's Kentucky defeating Midway 117-108 in 3 overtimes. Marion, Indiana advances with an 80-59 win over Florida Memorial. Thomas More, a 73-47 win over Point from Georgia. Indiana Tech defeating Bryan, Tennessee, 63-48. Indiana Westland defeating Southwestern Christian, 99-53. Rio Grande over Siena Heights, Michigan, 109-78. Campbellsville, Kentucky defeats Oakland City, 86-67. Mayville State, 77. Science and Arts, 67. A win for the GPAC there. Clark defeating Indiana Northwest, 67-61, as Art of America Conference picks up a win. Dakota Wesleyan earlier tonight defeating Hope International by a score of 85-56. Vanguard, who came out of the Golden State Athletic Conference, like Hope International, they were the number 4 seed in this quadrant. They defeated LSU Shreveport at Alexandria by a score of 71-60. Montana Western defeats Philander Smith 79-48. Eastern Oregon defeating St. Mary of Leavenworth 80-57. St. Mary making their first NAIA tournament appearance. Jamestown out of the GPAC got tested, but they win over Indiana University at South Bend 73-68. Texas A&M Texarkana defeats Grandview at Indianapolis in the first round 70-55. Concordia, Nebraska out of the GPAC. They defeat Columbia 77-50. Briar Cliff, who actually knocked off Dordt in the championship game of the GPAC tournament, they are leading Missouri Baptist out of the AMC with 50 seconds remaining in the fourth, 73-62. Georgetown, Kentucky leading Mid-American Nazarene, 54 seconds remaining in the third, 52-43. Grace, Indiana over Pikeville, 41-23. Faulkner, Alabama leading Rust with 3:46 to go in the third, 41-40. Dordt, the GPAC conference champion, the regular season champion, leading Iowa Wesleyan, who came out of the Continental Conference Association, 43-35, 5:06 remaining in the third. Freed Hardman leading Northwestern out of the GPAC, 34-18, 3:48 to go in a second. Texas Wesleyan, or I should say Bruton Parker, is leading Texas Wesleyan 22-16. Lewis Clark State of Idaho leading Simpson 37-28. And Westmont leading Antelope Valley 33-19. Mid-America Christian and Sterling playing at Park City, Kansas, 22-14. Sterling over Mid-America Christian. Dakota State over Morningside, 22-16, 1:15 to go in the first. Rochester and Carroll of Montana, Menlo and Rocky Mountain, Wayland Baptist and Southern Oregon, all on the schedule. Some of the second round matchups, or at least one that has been set, is Texas A&M Arcana and Marion, Indiana. They'll play at 7. Some of the first half numbers look like this. CMU, Central Methodist, is leading 36-31. We have seen, though, a fairly effective strategy deployed by Haskell, who has come out with 5 for 5 substitutions, and they are not backing down from pace. They're pressuring, and they've done it in the half court, and they've done it in the full court. And CMU wants to play with plenty of pace, but they have probably sped up Central Methodist a little bit more than what they have wanted. And there have been 14 turnovers on the part of CMU. And while if you've watched the game, you might be surprised that Haskell has not turned the ball over a lot. Now, they're not shooting a very high percentage. They have not had a high percentage of scoring possessions, but that's because they're taking shots. A lot of them in the first quarter were three-point shots that weren't going down, but then they did. In fact, the big run that got them back from 15 down to 6 came when 3 consecutive three-point shots were made by Haskell, or at least 3 shots made without any answers by CMU. And once Haskell was able to get within 6, they kept it there. And now we're at 5 at halftime. CMU led 18-7 at the end of the, or 18-8 at the end of the first quarter. Haskell outscored Central Methodist in the second, 23-18. Some of the other numbers: CMU with a big advantage in rebounding, 34-21. But not a lot of those have been offensive rebounds, because really it's offensive rebounds that are the killers. That's kind of the hidden stat. And in terms of offensive rebounding, these two teams are about even, 8 for Central Methodist and 7 for Haskell. For second chance points, it's actually Haskell that has 14, and Central Methodist has just 2. CMU is scoring everything in the paint, or has a decisive margin of points in the paint with 28, and Haskell has 6. Individually, Crace Tahawa has 6 points for Haskell. Marilyn Goodman has scored 5. Miracle Spotted Bear has 4 points. Jalen Two Hearts has been able to hit a 3. Cameron Yazzie has 3 points. And Raquel Dombo has 12 in a game. Star Hermini Horses has, or I should say, Raquel Dombo has 3. Star Hermini Horses has 2. Dominic Brown has 2. Justine Butterfield has 2. And Wakian Irving has 1 point for Haskell. Haskell has one player that does have 3 fouls. That is Dominic Brown. And she, I don't believe, played after she got her 3rd. Couple fouls against J.C. Kennedy for Central Methodist. 36-31 is our score here at halftime of game number 2. Game 1 was won earlier tonight by Dakota Wesleyan. Dakota Wesleyan had a big second half to beat Hope International by a final score of 85-56, but that was 16-15 at the end of the first quarter. And still tied at halftime, but Dakota Wesleyan was able to heat it up from beyond a three-point arc. In fact, Dakota Wesleyan shot 56% from the field in the second half, and they shot 50% from three-point range. Isabel Enan, probably most highlighted, she went 4 of 7 from 3 for the ball game. And there were 4 in double figures, but there were 3 that had 17 points or better for Dakota Wesleyan, who improved their record to 22-8 on the year. 18 points from Isabel Enan, 17 from Morgan Edelman. Maddie Reiner had 17 of the game, and 10 from Jada Campbell. Campbell had 10 points, but she also had 15 rebounds in her double-double effort in the contest. Hope International ends their season with a record of 24-8, and they got 15 from Jeanette Fine. Cheyenne Talley had 15. And Isabel Halimano had, it was Shaylisa Garrett had 12, and Anna Resendez had 11 points for Hope International. The NAIA Women's National Tournament divided into 4 different quadrants. We've been mentioning that the Naismith quadrant is where we're at for the teams in this pod. They'll be matched up against the Alexandria, Louisiana pod winner. And you heard Texas A&M Arcana and Marion, Indiana, both advanced from Indianapolis. They'll play tomorrow night. And then at Santa Barbara, it's Westmont and Antelope Valley and Southern Oregon and Wayland Baptist that are matching up in their first round. The Tyson Event Center has been really now the regular host for the women's tournament. They will start their round of 16 play on Monday, and the winner that comes out of the Fayette and Alexandria, Louisiana pods, they will face off against one another in the first game of that round of 16 at 1 o'clock. There'll be 4 games on Monday, 1, 3, 6, and 8. 1, 3, 6, and 8 also on Tuesday. The Naismith winners will go at 1 and 3, and then the Duer Quadrant winners will be playing at 6 and 8. And then the other Kramer Quadrant and the Liston Quadrant will play on Tuesday. Liston Quadrant first, and the Kramer Quadrant will follow next Tuesday in the round of 16. And then from there on, everybody is playing the next night that wins. There'll be another 4 semifinals, or I should say it'll be 4 quarterfinal games. It'll be on Wednesday, 11 a.m. and 1 p.m., 6 p.m. and 8 p.m. Next Wednesday in the quarterfinal round. Semifinals will be on Friday the 17th at 6 and 8 p.m. But the national champion will be televised on ESPN3 at 7 o'clock on Saturday evening on March 18th. We wind things down here for halftime at Puckett Fieldhouse on the Central Methodist University campus. And we'll get started with the second half here to decide who will be playing Dakota Wesleyan in the second round game that will be tomorrow. Dordt has opened their lead now up over Iowa Wesleyan, 58-44. And as far as the Heart of America was concerned, Clark won earlier today. Grandview lost earlier today. And Mid-America Nazarene was down and still are to Georgetown, Kentucky, with 3:46 to go in the fourth. 61-54 is the score in that one. All right, start of the second half will be including Netta Massonet, Leah Johnson, J.C. Kennedy, Zaturia Cook, and Darina Bakarova. Raquel Dombo will be delivering it in. Jalen Two Hearts is also in the backcourt. Justine Butterfield comes to get the ball at the front of the key. Dombo will get it Right back for the straight point. Miracle Spotted Bear began the scoring. A long three let fly. It ends up being an air ball, but it is caught out of the air by Dombo. It was taken by Marilyn Goodman. Ball poked, lost the basketball by Haskell, and Bakarova's one-on-one going to the goal against Marilyn Goodman and laid it in. Haskell gives it up. Jalen Two Hearts able to negotiate Zatoria Cook, the Heart of America Conference Defensive Player of the Year, and Jalen Two Hearts takes it all the way to the goal to make her pay for going after that steal. She never did get the step back that Two Hearts got on her with 9:19 remaining in the third, 38-33. Here comes J.C. Kennedy coming the other way. A kick out for Cook. Skip past Bakarova. Fakes the 3 steps left inside the arc. Now it's Massonet to Bakarova again. Takes a drive now. Is able to slip by. Marilyn Goodman missed the shot, followed in by Aaliyah Johnson. Johnson got the follow down. It's 40-33. A little over a minute gone by. Two Hearts at the front of the key. Looks at Butterfield. Sends it left, though, to Miracle Spotted Bear to Jalen Two Hearts. Goodman tried to wrap around a pass to Two Hearts. Intercepted. This is Zatoria Cook going to go at Butterfield. Able to slide by her, but missed the shot. Going toward her left. Tried to shoot it with the right hand. Dombo will loop it to the front of the key. Marilyn Goodman's going to be given a 3. Takes that 3. It was mildly contested. It's off the mark. 40-33, CMU. With a lead in the ball, they've got 2 points added. Their halftime lead for first changeout going to be made. Bakarova hits a 3 at the top of the key. First changeover going to be made for Haskell at the next break. 43-33. Quick 3 launch, right wing, good. It's an answer by Miracle Spotted Bear. A catch and 3 on the right wing. It's 43-36. J.C. Kennedy drops it back to Nana Massonet. Massonet will be with Goodman staring at her. Bakarova is taken defensively by Miracle Spotted Bear. Bakarova around to Johnson, screen to the left elbow, lob pass. Johnson got down to the right block and put it in. Good two-person game by Bakarova and Johnson to the midcourt line. This is Goodman to the left baseline. There's a square up from 15 to the baseline off the mark for Miracle Spotted Bear. And it's a 2-on-2 the other way for Zatoria Cook. Split a couple of defenders. Won't be able to finish inside, but did get fouled. That will allow Haskell to get a new 5 into the game. After the first free throw, I guess. Now they'll let him come in, I guess, now. So Grace Tahawa is in along with Nakia Shepard. They will get Dominic Brown in for the first time since she went out with the 3 fouls. And Wakian Irvine and Mapia Irving will be all into the game. Free throw good for Zatoria Cook, and the lead is now 10 for CMU, but the next free throw good. Tahawa will find Nakia Shepard. Shepard with an angle dribble left. This is Napia Shepard stripped of the ball, trying to take it in the center of the lane. A pass set by Haskell, intercepted. Zatoria Cook flies to the goal, missed it. Kennedy got the rebound, follow, and got fouled. CMU is now starting to separate again. 5-point game at halftime, but it's now up to 11 with 6:53 to go in the third. And J.C. Kennedy to the line to get it for CMU. It's 48-36. And the next one's up and in as well. So CMU has outscored Haskell. Now 13-5 in the third period. That's about 3:15 old. Lob pass, intended low block for Irving, is knocked away, but picked back up by Makia Shepard. Mapia Irving, and the ball lost it, but got it back. Bounce pass, giving it to Howard. Fights down to the low block, missed it. And then I think Dominic Brown wanted to make a kick-out pass. They gave possession that time to Haskell. CMU is going to want the officials. Nope, take it back. Nope. No, they've got a contact that needs to go in. Nana Massonet needs to get a contact put back in, and they will bring Natalia Spiegel into the game. Fighting Indians will have the ball, baseline to the left. Fighting Indians have had some fight in this game. Wakian Irving will be the inbounder. Throws to the left elbow. Tahawa got the shot away. Guess they didn't. Didn't get the shot away to beat the buzzer. It'll be CMU possession. It'll be diamond to one pressure for Haskell, and they'll try to trap out of it. Spiegel finds Leah Johnson. Looks at Bakarova, who cut to the center of the floor, but they keep in the backcourt going side to side. Now Bakarova center of the floor to Zatoria Cook. Bakarova gets a screen from Johnson. Can't turn the corner, does fight her way to the goal now. Throws up a shot, got it in. Marina Bakarova off a contact makes it 51-36. Lead pass to Hawa down to the left baseline. Reverses herself to the left elbow. Leaves it in front of the key to Wakian Irving. Wakian Irving had a pass that gets batted out of bounds. New change out is going to be made for Haskell. Indians will get Justine Butterfield in, as the officials will have a conference here to determine how much time is going to be on the clock. Butterfield will throw a high lob, a little wide, but it is brought down by Marilyn Goodman. Jalen Two Hearts for Miracle Spotted Bear. Back for Two Hearts. Wanted to go back to Spotted Bear. Got the ball to Butterfield. A low block. Can't make the up and under move. A kick out pass. Reversed right. And Miracle Spotted Bear can't get a shot away. Well, that's great defense by CMU. They force a shot clock violation. I guess they gave possession to CMU. And then they called a tie-up. That was actually an alert play by Haskell. Haskell with the ball on the floor. Well, it'll be CMU basketball now, but Haskell knew they weren't going to be able to get a shot away, and they at least wanted to get the next arrow. Nope, they did. Yeah, I guess they did. They forced a held ball. There's a drive by Kennedy in a lane. Did she travel? No, she got fouled and got the bucket. J.C. Kennedy takes it to the goal and got the field goal, and CMU has opened this up now to a 53-36 lead. Outscoring Haskell 17-5 in the period, and J.C. Kennedy's going to go to the line. This is 17 points they've scored in 4:43. Kennedy to the free throw line. Free throw good for J.C. Kennedy. Kennedy has 10. Marina Bakarova has 16. A timeout is going to be called on the floor. 5:17 remaining here in the third. CMU now getting control of this one, 54-36. This is the NAIA Women's National Tournament and the first round. Georgetown, Kentucky still is not rid of Mid-American Nazarene as of yet. They're leading 63-60. Heart of America has lost Grandview. Mid-American Nazarene certainly in danger. They have advanced Clark on the day, and then Dort was down to Indiana Westland as Haskell will send it in. Coming to get it, Justine Butterfield, shy of midcourt. As Haskell will advance the ball with Cameron Yazzie. Left wing three by Yazzie, who's hit a three in the game. Missed everything that time. CMU's Bakarova brings it now to Kennedy on the left side of the circle. Kennedy keeps it on the deck. Coming out on her is going to be Yazzie. And Leah Johnson didn't get tied up, but Butterfield got a piece of the ball as Leah Johnson was trying to go to the goal. It's still going to be CMU ball on the baseline of the left. Leah Johnson 3 times this year named as the Heart of America Conference Player of the Week. Lob pass for Bakarova. She was the Heart Player of the Year, and that one misses as she tried to float her. Zatoria Cook, the Defensive Player of the Year in the Heart of America Conference, tried to fight Kennedy on a low block, and had it knocked out of bounds. It'll be Haskell ball. The Fighting Indians will have Jalen Two Hearts. Throw to Butterfield, center of the floor, intercepted by CMU, and the transition is on. Kennedy finds now Spiegel, no look pass for Cook, and she's fouled. Butterfield fouled her, I think, and Kennedy's going to go to the line. Well, CMU had quick energy early in the game, and they separated, but Haskell was able to settle themselves and then make up a 10-point first quarter deficit, at least knocking it down to 5 in the second quarter and into halftime. But boy, CMU has put it into gear here over the first 5.5 of the third, leading 54-36. A free throw, no good. And Zatoria Cook will go to the line. Free throw up, no good. Missed 2 off the heel of the rim. And Miracle spot, or I should say Grace Tahawa has it knocked out of bounds. Tahawa will get the inbounds pass. She will run toward Beck. Bounce pass nicely finds then Irving in the lane. Mapia Shepard in the lane, and Shepard goes to the goal to put it down. Shepard scores inside. It's 54-38. Now take that back. It was Mapia Irving that got that one down. Here's a shot on the left side of the lane. No good. Spiegel tried to get the follow. Won't go. Beck puts it in. CMU dominating the boards anyway, but this time they're able to get an offensive rebound. Wakian Irving for Haskell, 58-36. Grace Tahawa will throw a pass that fades all the way to the corner. Bounce pass, low block. Mapia Irving inside. Won't be able to get the shot to go. They're going to say it's last touch by Bakarova. And Haskell will have Mapia Irving, who will be putting it in play. Irving will throw a the pass comes to Mapia Irving. It was sent actually that time by Dominic Brown. Mapia Irving at the top of the arc, throws right side. That will be Tahawa, takes a baseline drive. Spiegel's going to be caught for a reach around. They're going to call her for a foul. First foul, actually, against the Eagles so far in the second half. And Nana Massonet will be coming in. Haskell will use this for another change out. Justine Butterfield will throw it in for the Fighting Indians. And Butterfield's going to get a pass from Jalen Two Hearts. And a hand check's going to be called on Robin Beck inside. So Robin Beck will get her second quick foul called against CMU. Dominic Brown in for Miracle Spotted Bear. Long three. Goodman head of the arc. Won't go. Missed off to the right side. J.C. Kennedy has it for the Eagles. Massonet to the left sideline. For Bakarova at the left elbow. Well, tried to take it to the lane. Got it stripped and stolen. 3-on-3 the other way, and a pull-up 15-footer off the dribble. Won't go. Taken by Two Hearts. Put back up. Inside and missed from Justine Butterfield. Massonet, no numbers. Is she going to force it? Doesn't look like it. CMU has backed off the pace just a little bit here. Beck is on the perimeter. Robin Beck for Massonet. Ooh, a wide open three, and she'll stick that one. It's 59-38. She was just too comfortable to miss that thing. 2.5 minutes remaining in the third. Here's another steal. Massonet had a pass intercept. I think it was intended for Butterfield. Massonet was going to back her way to the mid-post area. She didn't. She kind of lost the ball at that time, and then Haskell will go ahead and save the possession by getting a timeout. 2:19 remaining in the third. It is 59-38. CMU has outscored Haskell by 22 in this period to take a lead. They've outscored it by 16 to take a lead of 21. CMU to 48% from the field. The rebounding advantage now is 45-27. And the offensive rebounds have also crept up for Central Methodist. And again, that's if you're looking at a rebounding stat and whether it says anything about the game, offensive rebounds, and if there's a definitive margin there, that is much more of a tail of the tape in game stats than what maybe overall rebounding is, or certainly defensive rebounds. Because one of the reasons CMU has so many more rebounds is that Haskell is shooting a low percentage. Now, Haskell was shooting several more shots, at least in the first half, than CMU. That's evened up considerably. Haskell has just 2 more shots, and they turned it over 12 times. They had only turned it over 5 in the first half. Massanet is able to pick up the turnover 13 and take it to the goal and get 2 out of that. Massanet gets it home, and 61-38. The lead is 23. Jalen Two-Hearts stepping left, shoots a 3 and got it in. Jalen Two-Hearts has 8 points. 61-41. J.C. Kennedy with Haskell trying to provide a little ball pressure on her with Miracle Spotted Bear. Bakarova on a right wing. Keeps it on the perimeter. Massanet will reverse it left for J.C. Kennedy. Kennedy's going to spin her way to the left side. Deep left corner. 3 by Spiegel. Let fly. Won't go. Got her own offensive rebound, though, in a low block. Power move. Puts it up with the right hand. Not quite. Fouled. Butterfield was the help defender. Two-Hearts is going to get the foul. Jalen Two-Hearts gets her second personal with 1:21 now remaining, and Haskell gets a new 5 in. Dominic Brown is in. Nakia Shepard is in. Grace Tahawa will be in. And Wakian Irving is also in as the free throw is good for Spiegel. 62-41. CMU with a 26-point period. Make it 27 and still 1:25 remaining. It was a third quarter pretty decisive in the first game as well. Dakota Westland got free of Hope International in the third. And footwork off by Brown, but she held it long enough. Here's Tahawa stolen off the help defender Kennedy kind of disrupted her. Zatoria Cook gets the ball in the lane. Cook will penetrate, kick back out to Beck. Head of the key 3, won't go. Rebound, Spiegel with an offensive rebound. Back for Beck, who got stripped of the basketball. Nakia Irving was able to get to it. And the ball's going to be pushed by Makia Shepard, right wing 3, in and out, taken by Tahawa. Massanet keeps it into the CMU end. High lob caught by Natalia Spiegel. Spiegel finds Kennedy with 30 seconds remaining. About 12-second differential shot clock, game clock. Kennedy on high, left side of the floor. Mapia Shepard coming out on her. Kick out pass, give it to Zatoria Cook. There's only 3 on the clock. Kennedy steps left, got the 3-point away. Not enough time. They called a violation with 12 to go. Haskell's going to get the final possession, I think. At least have an opportunity at the final possession here of the third period. Then they'll get the ball to begin the fourth. CMU is going to make them work. Wakian Irving sprints into the Haskell end. 7 to go. Gives it left wing now to Tahawa. Deep left corner. This is Mapia Irving. Got the 3-point shot away. Got it away in enough time, but it won't go. Big third quarter for Central Methodist. CMU Eagles have the lead over Haskell 63-41 here at the Puckett Fieldhouse as CMU tries to get into the round 2 game of the NAIA Women's National Tournament. Another update now. They should be at least done. Nope. Mid-American Nazarene has come back to force overtime against Georgetown, Kentucky. They were down, I want to say 8 going into the last 3 minutes. Georgetown, Kentucky is leading that game still. It's 66-65, but Mid-American Nazarene trying to be the second Hart team to get into the round of 16. And, of course, CMU is in great position to do it now, too. I mean, they're leading by 22 going into the 4th. Iowa Wesleyan, who beat Haskell in the Continental in the Coalition of Conference game, Dordt defeated Iowa Wesleyan 76-63. So the GPAC Conference champions and the school that's hosting that pod, they advance on. Haskell with the basketball, and Haskell's Grace Tahawa will immediately find Mapia Shepard. Or I should say Mapia Irving, now left side of the circle 3, launched by Tahawa off the mark. Eagles have possession. Massanet is on the perimeter. Massanet all the way to the left block, bumped, and offensive foul going to be called against Netta Massanet. And Haskell will have possession. Mapia Irving will find Jalen Two Hearts in the backcourt. The Zatoya Cook will be defending her. Two Hearts, a dribble handoff, finds Marilyn Goodman, lobs the ball, and fades that one a little too far, wanting Miracle Spotted Bear. Natalia Shepard delivers it in for Zatoya Cook. Game time tomorrow evening going to be 7 o'clock. And Massanet, the free throw line, nearly over the head of Spiegel. Got the ball to Leah Johnson inside. Boy, she got good position inside. When she turns to the center, she just doesn't have a match, at least out of Haskell. It's 65-41. Deep right corner, Tahawa's 3. Well off the mark, falls right into the hands of Jalen Two Hearts. She's fouled by Cook. Sometimes a three-point air ball turns into be a fine potential assist. It doesn't really count here, but it does give Jalen Two Hearts a chance to go to the free throw line. And Two Hearts will get that one in. She's got 8. There's been some scoring balance for Haskell, but they don't have anybody in double figures yet. And the free throw no good as Darina Bakarova will get the board. Bakarova's pass got tipped. Loose ball grabbed, picked up by Miracle Spotted Bear, and out of the key 3, missed by Two Hearts. Loose ball never did get knocked off. It did get knocked off of Zatoya Cook. Still going to be Haskell ball off the baseline at timeout. It's going to be called by Adam Strong, second-year head coach for Haskell. Our score 65-42. Meaning that we can probably get another update. Of Mid-American Nazarene and Georgetown. 21 seconds now remaining in that first round matchup, with Georgetown, Kentucky leading Mid-American Nazarene 69-68. Dordt already has defeated Iowa Wesleyan. Clark defeating Indiana Northwest 67-61. Grandview beaten by Texas A&M Texarkana 70-55. Haskell will have Mapia Irving to throw it in. 8:44 remaining in the fourth period in this one. Dumped into the left baseline, and Marilyn Goodman missed the turnaround inside. A whistle blows for a foul that is actually going to be against Leah Johnson. That's the third team foul called against CMU. There's not been a foul called against Haskell so far in the second half. There's Tahawa. Step aside, a side step 15-footer against Massanutt. And it goes in, 65-44. Bakarova on the backside of the pressure. Elects not to attack it. She'll curl to the right wing, and now find Zatoya Cook. Cook on the right sideline will have Miracle Spotted Bear coming out on her. Cook got free of her, throws a skip pass to Massanutt. Low block now Spiegel. Spiegel tried to loop the ball to Johnson and did. Johnson will find a cutting Zatoya Cook and laid it in and drew a foul. Leah Johnson is 6'3", sophomore, and was able to find Zatoya Cook. And Zatoya Cook put it in. It's 67-44. J.C. Kennedy will be in for Spiegel now to line up, and Cook is going to go to the line. CMU, 67% of the free throw line this year. And the free throw is short, no good. Jalen Two Hearts has it now for Haskell. Mapia Irving is by the timeline. Irving for Grace Tahawa. And a foul called against CMU away from the ball. 4 team fouls now called. And J.C. Kennedy is going to be called for the personal. Mapia Irving will dump it in. Center of the lane. Jayla Tuart shot blocked by Zatoya Cook. They're going to call a held ball. Possession will go to CMU. Well done by Zatoya Cook. 67-44. Nana Massanutt will put it in play. Diamond to one. Full floor pressure by the Fighting Indians. Massanutt a return pass. Leah Johnson to the left sideline. Johnson's pass got tipped, stolen. Tahawa will leave it in for Jalen Two Hearts. Laid it in. Press did get 2 that time for Haskell at 67-46. Leah Johnson, now this time for Zatoya Cook, finds Bakarova. They whipped the press there, and they ended up with 2 on the other end. Mapia Irving to Jayla Two Hearts, drives the lane, shoots against Johnson, won't go, and Johnson grabs the board. We'll give it up now to J.C. Kennedy, ahead for Massanutt to the left side of the lane. Backs her defender, the low block. Missed the turnaround. Leah Johnson spun it back up, no good. Got it again. That one dribbled off the iron. Loose ball with 4 on the floor. They call a foul out of that. Johnson or Zatoya Cook got to be called for the personal there. And Leah Johnson will be called for the foul. That is the 5th team foul. Well, they must be past 6. Otherwise, we wouldn't be shooting free throws here. So, all right. I'll take that back. We're past 4, so we're going to the line for 2 from here on out with the 4th foul in the period. 7:04 remaining here in the 4th. It is 69-46. Free throw is good for Justine Butterfield. Next one up, next one no good. Front of the iron, rebound followed by Mapia Irving, blocked. She came up with a big smile. She's going to chance it, see what would happen. It's nice courage anyway. Justine Butterfield will be the inbounder. Butterfield with a high lob, sent a little long, but taken by Marilyn Goodman. Deep left corner, 3, launched no good by Miracle Spotted Bear. Haskell gets an offensive rebound inside, but Marilyn Goodman gets tied up. Haskell will maintain possession. 6:50 remaining in the fourth. 69-47. CMU. High lob going to be caught at the front of the key. Bounce pass to the center of the lane. Kick back out, right wing 3 taken, no good by Marilyn Goodman. Rebounded by Massenat, and she is fouled from behind. Fouled from behind by Miracle Spotted Bear. She reached around from behind. You're going to have to know the official when you're going to try that. Some officials will give that call. Sometimes there are some officials that will never give that call. Bakarova, high right side of the floor. Wanted Johnson the baseline, threw it away. I guess it's going to be a turnover assessed against Bakarova, but Leah Johnson kind of let it go by, kind of olayed the ball. And Irving will come back for the Fighting Indians. Justine Butterfield to the left baseline. Left wing, 17-footer off the dribble taken. Looked like some rhythm by Marilyn Goodman. Not there, and Zatoya Cook has the rebound. Kennedy for Leah Johnson. Massenat to the high left side of the floor. 6 minutes remaining in the fourth. Massenat shaded to her right hand. Will keep the dribble alive to the deck. Put it to the center of the lane. Missed it. Rebound Massenat. Hard take. Low block. Fouled by Grace Tahawa. Massenat will go to the free throw line. Massenat has 14 points. 5 players, double figures for CMU, led by Darina Bakarova, who had the bulk of her points in the first half. Massenat will get the free throw, and it's 70-47. Since the big third period, it's been a comfortable margin for CMU, and CMU is going to take a timeout. Mike Davis is going to want a timeout. It's a 71-47 game. 5:52 remaining in the fourth period. This is NAIA Women's National Tournament Basketball first round coverage from Puckett Fieldhouse. Georgetown, Kentucky did defeat Mid-American Nazarene 70-68. So it would appear that Central Methodist and Clark, out of the Heart of America Conference, are going to advance. We know that Clark will. Clark defeated Indiana Northwest 67-61. Tomorrow evening, it will be Dakota Wesleyan out of the GPAC. And the GPAC had plenty in the tournament. Mayfield State wins over Science and Arts. Dakota Wesleyan defeated Hope International 85-56. Concordia over Columbia 77-50. Briarcliff over Missouri Baptist 77-68. Dordt over Iowa Wesleyan 76-63. Freed Hartman is leading Northwestern 61-55. 6:41 to go in the fourth period. Morningside is losing to Dakota State 57-42. Foul against CMU coming out of the break, and free throws coming after a foul from J.C. Kennedy, and the free throw is no good for Mapia Irving. Irving's next one missed a little short. Rebound tip but controlled by Massenot. And Massenot will find J.C. Kennedy. Haskell's going to be in the man-to-man. And a lob pass cut by Leah Johnson. Bangs into Butterfield. Won't be able to stick it. Got it back. Missed again. Got another chance and put it down. Well, if you can't get her moved off the block, then you're really at a disadvantage. And Leah Johnson just got great position and stayed there. Now she had to get some right bounces off those missed shots, but she'll go to the line, and she'll get a chance at an and one. This was a 5-point game at halftime, but this is ballooned to a 27-point lead after the main free throw by Leah Johnson. 74-47. Mapia Irving is at the front of the key. Irving lost her dribble. Got it back, though, to Justine Butterfield. She will look at Miracle Spotted Bear. They give the ball up, though, to Tahawa, and a perimeter foul called against CMU. You know, of course, there's a lot of CMU fans here, but it's not that far of a drive. It's maybe 2.5 hours of Interstate 70 from Haskell University in Lawrence. And some of it is because of the way this game flowed in the first half and the fact that it was close. 2 free throws go down for Tahawa. It's been a bit of a physical game, but there's been some energy in the crowd here too. 5:06 remaining in the fourth period. Massenot's able to sidestep a defender, get to the left side of the lane. Finds Leah Johnson right of the circle now to Kennedy. Kennedy will work her way to the left. And Zatoya Cook, a kick out. Bakarova right of the circle, 3. No good. Long rebound. Tipped to open space. Picked up by Zatoya Cook. Drives the lane. Lays it up. Won't go down. Tahawa's lead pass got through Bakarova. That means it's an easy score for Miracle Spotted Bear. 74-51. 4.5 remaining in the fourth. Kennedy to the center of the floor. Zatoya Cook. Cook at the front of the key. Bakarova right wing. Reverse now to Massenot to the high left side of the floor. Nana Massenot with a jab step dribble. Coming out to get her is going to be Marilyn Goodman. Massenot keeps the dribble. Goodman to the floor. This is Bakarova with a baseline drive as she got away from Spotted Bear to foul on Haskell. Both teams now are shooting the rest of the way. In fact, have been for a bit. And Bakarova is going to go to the line. Beck's into the game for Leah Johnson. CMU is going to get to 32-0 on the season. And they will get the 8th-seeded Dakota Wesleyan Tigers tomorrow evening here at 6 o'clock. Free throw good for Bakarova. And it's 75-51. Bakarova gets the next one down. Mapia Irving for Haskell. Ooh, a point to wing pass. She wanted to go back to Marilyn Goodman. Easy steal by Spiegel. Leaves the ball to Bakarova. Offensive foul going to be called on Bakarova. And Mike Davis isn't going to like that. Mike Davis did not like that call at all. Because the foul was probably, I assume the foul was determined as the pass was being made. Or at least I think that's probably what the argument is for Mike Davis. 3:50 remaining in the fourth period. Jalen Two Hearts at the front of the key. Two Hearts, junior guard. Right wing 3, loading up. Miracle Spotted Bear. Miss Spiegel is going to be fouled by Dominic Brown. Brown fouls for the 4th time, but it's the first time in the second half. And CMU, that I assume the officials are going to talk about whether it's free throws or not. It should be. It was not a player control foul. And CMU will go to the free throw line with Natalia Spiegel. Big third periods for the two winning teams tonight. Bakarova will be replaced by Audrey Graham in the lineup for CMU. And Natalia Spiegel will put it up and get it. There'll be one more night, or one more home game that CMU will play. Spiegel is one of the seniors, and Bakarova is one of the seniors. I mean, they had their formal senior night earlier. But Tahawa to Jalen Two Hearts. Her pass stolen by Spiegel. Spiegel, is she going to attack? Two Hearts is not going to give up the layup, and a foul is going to be called on Talia Spiegel. 3:27 to go, fourth period, 78-41. Talia Carter is going to be coming in, and Dominic Brown's going to be called for a fifth foul. Haskell has one. Well, they're all sophomores and juniors. Carter is in, so it's Carter, Spiegel, Audrey Graham for the first time. Beck is still in the lineup. Kennedy's in. Spiegel's free throw good. And Spiegel nets them both. 5 in double figures, led by Darina Bakarova for CMU. 80-51. 5-point game at halftime. Miracle Spotted Bear can't get the curl cut. Or can't get the curl drive. Left wing three, Miracle Spotted Bear. No good. And Talia Carter has the rebound. Kennedy to Robin Beck. Center of the floor down to Audrey Graham. Graham will find Talia Carter to the center of the lane. Crosses over. Shoots a 10-footer. Right of the lane off the mark. Rebounded by Grace Tahawa. And a left wing three. Let fly by Dombo. And it won't go. CMU will get Addie Carter into the game, replacing J.C. Kennedy. J.C. Kennedy sits down. And a timeout's being called by Haskell. 2:50 remaining in the fourth period. Tomorrow, some of the other matchups. Concordia against Thomas More. Texas A&M Texarkana against Marion, Indiana. Rust against Campbellsville. Central Methodist is 250 away from formalizing their matchup with Dakota Wesleyan. Bounce pass, sent a little wide, but brought in by Nakia Shepard. Ball looped out of the low block, and Tahawa is able to get the field goal inside off a pretty good speed by Miracle Spotted Bear. Spiegel is able to dribble through the pressure. Audrey Graham on the backside wants Carter, finds her underneath the goal. Can't get the first shot down. Follow shot got blocked. Blocked nicely from the side by Grace Tahawa. Haskell's going to push it. Tahawa's to the left wing on a kick out if they want her. Tahawa's going to take a cut in the lane, and a foul's going to be called on the drive. The matchup for tomorrow between Dakota Wesleyan and CMU will be a bit of contrasting styles. The Eagles are really all about pace, and Dakota Wesleyan doesn't necessarily back down from that. But their sets to get looks were pretty good in the second half tonight. Audrey Graham at a right wing, a three, missed, no good. Leah Carter couldn't get the offensive rebound taken by Miracle Spotted Bear, but a pass was sent too long for Makia Shepard. 80-54. CMU. Spiegel at the front of the key. Audrey Graham. Return now to Natalia Spiegel. They run Graham off the baseline. They run her toward the corner, but Spiegel has to keep the ball in her hands. Fans over to the left wing. Now finds Beck, 13 on the clock. They find Carter inside. She got the turnaround when she posted up. Jalen Two Hearts. Haskell delivers in to the left wing. Miracle Spotted Bears three. Won't go. And it's grabbed by Addie Carter. Addie Carter is going to be called for, well, she lost the ball, but a backcourt violation called against Haskell. Minute and a half remaining in the fourth. It's 82-54. Natalia Spiegel going to attack. It's all the way to the goal. Switches the right hand. Won't be able to finish inside. Dombo has the rebound. And the ball's advanced now to Miracle Spotted Bear. Catch and shoot three. Good. Off the catch. Feet already set. Miracle Spotted Bear gets the three-point shot down. Miracle Spotted Bear makes it 82-57 a minute to go. Left wing three taken. No good. Rebound by CMU. Put back up by Addie Carter. Couldn't get it down. Lead pass caught by Jalen Two Hearts. And Jalen Two Hearts scores. Two Hearts with 13. Timeout by Haskell to get Cameron Yazzie out of the game. Or Jaden Ferris, I guess, is going to be out of the game. And then Ferris is in, and Star Mini Horses is also going to be out of the game. 46 seconds remaining in the fourth. Robin Beck to Addie Carter in the left wing. Carter looks back at Beck, has picked up her dribble. Now really needs some help, and Beck comes over to help her out. Beck saw the dribble at the point, head of the key three, let fly, won't go. To Leah Carter, battles for the rebound, got it back. Jalen Two Hearts wasn't going to let her have anything quite that point blank. She would give her two free ones from 15 feet instead. 82-59, CMU to go to 32-0. And Talia Carter is going to get a chance to score at the free throw line, and does. And Carter has 3 points. And Talia Carter's next one up and good. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania product. 24 seconds remaining in the fourth. 84-59, left wing three. No good. Taken by Ferris. Follow in a lane. Results in a foul. Natalia Spiegel was going to go over and pick her. And he's going to go over and try to help her up. And I assume she got the message unneeded. Free throws no good. Missed a little long that time. Another one on the way. No good. Missing short. Two misses at the free throw line by Makia Shepard. 11 to go. Ram for Spiegel. She'll be allowed to dribble it out. CMU's Eagles are going to be advancing into the second round, and they will see Dakota Wesleyan tomorrow night as CMU is able to win it by a final score of 84-59. CMU gets 20 from Barina Bakarova, 16 from Nana Massanat. It was Leah Johnson with 13, J.C. Kennedy at 11, Zatoria Cook at 10, Natalia Spiegel had 6, 4 from Talia Carter, and Robin Beck had 4 points in the game. Haskell with 13 from Jalen Two Hearts and Grace Tahawa. 12 from Miracle Spotted Bear. Marilyn Goodwin had 5. Jaden Ferris had 5. Raquel Dumbo had 3. Justine Butterfield 3. Mapia Irving had 2. Dominic Brown had 2. And Joaquin Irving had 1 point in the game. Haskell ends her season 15-17. Tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. It'll be Central Methodist against Dakota Westland. You've been watching the NAIA National Tournament from Puckett Fieldhouse. Second round coming up tomorrow night. Good evening.